Breathe Yoga.
In this video, we'll be focusing on the upper body. The following poses will help to create space across your chest and stretch your shoulder muscles. This is great for people who work at a desk, lift heavy weights, or just anyone experiencing tightness in their upper body. Now let's get onto our mats and begin our practice. We will start in child's pose. Instead of having your arms extended, bring your palms together at the back of your head. Feel the stretch in your upper body, your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps. Return your arms down to the mat and then come onto your belly. Bring your arms to a 90-degree angle and then make another 90-degree angle with your right leg to come into sleeping pose. Feel your open chest come into contact with the mat, and as we move through the following postures, work towards maintaining the space across your chest. Gently lower your right leg and switch sides by bringing your left leg to a 90-degree angle. Bring your legs together and place your hands by your chest. Extend your left arm out long beside you. Lift your right leg and place it slightly behind you for support. Now slowly roll onto your left shoulder to come into your open shoulder pose. My shoulders tend to get tight from lifting weights, so I very much enjoy this pose because it really helps to stretch them out. To exit the pose, gently roll onto your belly and bring your right leg back down to the mat. Extend your right arm, lift your left leg, and place it behind you for support. Now slowly roll onto your right shoulder. Keep your back foot engaged by pressing it down into the ground as you feel the opening in the right side of your shoulder. Slowly roll onto your belly and then make your way to a tabletop position. Lift your left hand and slide it under the bridge of your right arm to rest your shoulders onto the floor for a revolved child's pose. Keep your right hand where it is or bring it behind you to rest it on your opposite hip. Notice what this does for the area across your collarbones. To exit the pose, bring your right arm back down to the mat. Press into your right hand and come back to a tabletop position. Lift your right hand and slide it under the bridge of your left arm to rest your shoulders onto the floor for a revolved child's pose. If you're feeling tension around your shoulders or the area in between your shoulder blades, use this pose to help facilitate the release of that tension. Return your left hand down to the mat and come to a tabletop position. Now press into your hands and send your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Bend your knees, rotate your hips, or sway them side to side. Do what you have to do to loosen up your legs. Lift your right leg and step it to your right thumb. Then lower your back knee and bring your hands down by your sides. Clasp your hands behind you and draw your shoulders down your back. This should help you create space across your chest. Release your hands and make your way back to downward dog. Lift your left leg, step it through to your left thumb, and make your way to low lunge with your hands clasped behind your back. Always remember to maintain proper alignment by stacking your front knee over your ankle and then pressing into your feet to engage your foundation. Release your hands and transition to downward dog. Lift your right leg and step in between your hands. Spin your back heel down and then bring your arms to a T for Warrior 2. We are going to modify our pose by bringing our hands behind us and reaching for opposite elbows. This variation helps to open the chest while giving our shoulders a rest. Release your arms and then cartwheel your hands down to the mat for downward dog. Lift your left leg and step it through for Warrior 2. Bring your hands behind you and reach for opposite elbows. Now breathe into this pose and feel the air coming into contact with your open chest. Cartwheel your hands down to your mat and transition to downward dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step in between your hands and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, press into your feet and send your arms up overhead. And then exhale, down by your side. Bring your left arm to shoulder height level. Now send your right arm under and around your left arm to bind them together. Bend your knees, lift your left leg, and wrap it around your right leg for eagle pose. Press down into your standing leg. Engage your core by drawing your belly in, and squeeze into your bind to maintain balance. To come out of this pose, unbind your legs and then your arms. Bring your right arm to about shoulder height level and send your left arm under and around your right to bind. Slightly bend your knees, lift your right leg and wrap it around your left leg for eagle pose. Continue to lift your shoulders and squeeze into your bind to draw your shoulder blades apart. Unbind your legs and then your arms. Now make your way to the top of your mat. Breathe in, lift your arms overhead. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, lift halfway. Breathe out, step to downward facing dog. Bring your thumbs slightly closer together. Lift your right leg and step it to the outside of your right hand for lizard pose. You have the option to lower the back knee or keep the leg lifted. Step your right leg back and return to downward dog. Now lift your left leg and step it to the outside of your left hand for lizard pose. In addition to opening the upper body, lizard pose also benefits to help open our groin, our hips, and our hamstrings. Step back to downward dog. Now transition to a tabletop pose, and then come to lay flat on your belly. Bring your palms to face the ground down beside your thighs. Press into your feet, press into your palms, and lift your chest for locust pose. Slowly lower your forehead down to your mat. For the next variation, press into your hips to lift your legs and your arms for locust pose. Locust pose allows your chest to open and strengthens the back of your torso at the same time. Take one more inhale as you lift higher, and then exhale, release your body down to your mat. Gently wiggle your tailbone and enjoy the massage that you've given to yourself. Now bring your legs to a 90-degree angle and gently sway them side to side to release your spine after your back bend. Slowly lower your feet down to the mat and make your way into a child's pose.
Breathe Yoga.